See, when it says record, we're recording.
Oh, but,
okay. So
now
we have our lovely little things here, our pitas, and what we're going to use, I'm actually going to use, for the sake of time and everything else, we will be using a prepackaged, we're just using Tyson beef strips just to make it a little more simple. You want to get a closer shot here of our shiitake sauce there?
Yes.
And let's...
Now look how good this is.
Just how great this stuff is.
It is wonderful. I tell you what, this is something that everybody has got to make. Wonderful. I love it. I'll tell you what, now the chef can get me on some pretty good stuff now. And most of the time, I'm telling you, most of the time I really do love it.
So, okay.
After she's fixed it.
So, the remaining ingredients that we're going to be using, we're going to have our beef strips that I just showed you. We have tomatoes that I have sliced, or not sliced, but quartered. And we're using the small tomatoes. Actually, it's kind of a large cherry tomato. And then we're using romaine lettuce. You may not want to use lettuce depending on if you want to or not. You could use spinach if you want. And then we're also going to have, as you're going to see here in a minute with the beef, we are also going to have some peppers and onions. So, and I have sauteed the peppers and onions a little bit. I've just cut them into strips, and then we've sauteed them. We put a little bit of the lettuce here on our gyro. And then we are going to put our meat and our peppers on next. So let me grab that real quick. Have that kind of warming up just a tad.
We'll give you a closer look here on this.
Alright. So we have our meat and our peppers next. So we're going to put some of the meat over on here, along with some of our peppers and our onions. And I have a lot of peppers and onions in this. I don't necessarily plan to just use it for this. Whenever I make peppers and onions, I always do a bunch of them. The best way to get them is the little stoplight packages. You know, I don't know if you've seen those in your produce section, but you've got the little stop. Go back to the stoplight peppers.
That could be a good idea.
Okay. So again, talking about this, we're also worried, you know, everybody with the economy and so forth, about, you know, what they're spending on their groceries and so forth. So you want to keep in mind what is the most economical things to do as well when you're buying your groceries. The stoplight peppers will save you some money. I know prices around the nation vary, you know, depending on where you're at. But here, you can generally buy a green pepper for anywhere from 50 cents to $1, depending on what kind of specials are being ran. Most of the time, a lot of times it's going to be around 88 cents. Is this enough peppers and onions for you, Gourmet?
Yes. Oh, yes.
Okay. I love the peppers and onions. So, to me,
I do too.
With peppers and onions is just an excuse to eat the peppers and onions. So,
me too.
And generally, a lot of times, as you can tell, my little kitchen is kind of, you know, not exactly the best equipped kitchen. I have lots of different devices and things, but as you'll notice, I don't actually have an actual stove even. So, I have my burners, I have everything else, but I don't have an actual stove. So, the easiest way for me most of the time when I do saute my peppers and onions is to saute it in the microwave. So, I'll put it in my big glass bowl, and my favorite thing to do is to use Pam spray. It's one of those things that I'm very particular about. I want my Pam spray, I don't want an off-brand. The Pam butter spray. To me, the Pam butter spray just gives it a sweeter, more buttery taste than the others. The other ones seem to me have a tad bit of a bitter taste to them. So I like to use the pan. You can use the butter also. It doesn't matter either way. So we've got this going here. Then we're going to add our tomatoes on top, and we're making these a little full. So, because generally, every time I've had it at the Greek restaurant, it's been, you can't like fold it up and eat it, but you know, you'll see pictures of them, like if you look it up online, Wikipedia or something like that, you'll see pictures of them folding them up and eating them kind of like a taco or something, you know, a soft shell taco or something. But anyway, so what we're doing here, we're putting our tomatoes on now. Next, we're going to take some of the tzatziki sauce. I have to think before I say this. I had to call the Greek restaurant to figure out how to pronounce it this afternoon.
It is a tricky word.
And we're going to put the tzatziki sauce on top of them now. Now, this is totally ready to eat. I'm probably putting a little much of the tzatziki sauce on here, but
that's what makes it great.
That's one of the things that makes it so great. So, now, Gourmet, let's see how we like this. We are going to let you try this out now. We've got you.
There's no doubt in my mind it's going to be absolutely delicious.
So, try this out and see how we like it. I haven't laughed that much tonight, by the way, Gourmet. I think you're a little nervous about our premiere here.
Yes, I am. I'm having a great time.
We will get you livened up as we go, and you will be laughing as normal in no time. If I told the people at work that you didn't know how to laugh tonight, they wouldn't believe me.
No, they wouldn't absolutely
would not believe you or believe me. They wouldn't believe that you didn't know how to laugh tonight, that's for sure.
Okay.
All right.
I'm going to take a big bite here.
And what do we think about this?
As far as I'm concerned, Chef, tops.
All right.
That's great.
Well, looks like we have another success here. And thank you for joining us for the Lazy Chef and the Laughing Gourmet. We hope to see you next time. Goodbye.
Goodbye.